What's up? What's up? Welcome to No Life Digital Gaming portion of the show. Just three dudes chilling today. Loco is missing. He's supposedly stuck in this K-hole, his keto hole. But hopefully he will be here next week. We got some stuff to talk about. Make sure you hit us up at Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. If you will look on our Instagram, you'll see a lot more stuff is being posted there. Taking that Instagram a lot more seriously because I like Instagram. I love Instagram actually. This show's gonna be super duper short. The Zuck. This show's gonna be super short. We don't got much to really talk about. We're down to man, but there is a little bit of stuff, and we'll get into that. So let's just begin.
Welcome to the DOOBIE show.
The Doobie's show. Doobie's here in action. He just took a nap.
I'm calling it the DOOBIE show whenever Loco's here, because for some reason, whenever Loco's not here to do news, it's just Nintendo news.
Nintendo and fucking
I didn't even do the news this week.
Amiibos.
I know, but it's both of you. It's just like whenever he's gone, it's just like I look at the news feed and it's like, oh, Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo.
He going on GameSpot.
I think Doobie only looks at Nintendo news.
If it's not Nintendo news, it's Dragon Ball FighterZ news.
Oh, you need to broaden your horizons, man. All right, real quick. I want to talk about God of War real quick. So I've gotten a lot further. So I haven't beaten it yet. But goddamn, this game is so good, dude. Jerry, you need to get it. You do.
Yeah, I will. I just got to move first.
The combat gets so much better. Like when it gets a little bit harder and there's more enemies around, you get more skills.
Did you get the other weapon?
Not yet. I'm not there yet.
It opens up even more when you get that.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, this is something that's interested me a lot. I think this is something I've noticed I really like about this God of War is the time scale seems very different, or rather the timeline. And I'm always really pumped hearing that because I will always hear people like, I'm 8 hours in, and this person A who says I'm 8 hours in had a completely fucking different experience than person B. Mm-hmm. And that gets me so hyped.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like Fear was saying, this feels like yet another adventure on wheels, which God of War 1 through 3 did. I mean, they look great, but like it really was just very linear. This one starts that way, but once that world opens up, and then the way they introduce how to visit other worlds while also being in the same kind of area space, it really opens up. Like if you like doing side quests, there's a ton of side quests to do.
That's why it's taking me so long. It's taking me so long because I like to find like every fucking chest in the area. I want to figure out all the puzzles in an area. Every area you go into, it's full of shit to do. Not like Witcher 3 is.
Encountering the optional fights, and then you sit there for an hour going, I can beat this. I know I can. And then you
literally had my first one like that last night, where I fight you go into the rift.
Yeah.
Fucking dark rifts. I had one of my
dark
first
rifts.
ones.
Those are some of them. There's also another optional, like, there's 8 optional.
Bronze dudes?
The Valkyries. When you get to them.
I don't know.
All I'm saying is, they are the Dark Souls. They are the Dark Souls enemies because you need to learn their patterns, and you just get wrecked if you don't.
It's fun, dude. But it's not like Witcher 3 where, like, in an area or in a city, there's, like, all different types of quests. It's not like that, unfortunately. So Witcher 3, and if you ask me, Witcher 3 is still miles ahead of this game in terms of scale and story. But
best game of all time.
Best game ever made. But in terms of, like, a small packed little world, there's still so much shit to do, and there's always weird little chests and weird little challenges that you have to do, and I love doing all of them.
And in the God of War franchise,
it's never boring. It's never boring. It's never a boring game, which is something that you kind of need nowadays. You know, I definitely have gaming ADD at times, and I always want something new, and this has been doing that all the way through.
Atreus might be the best AI NPC I've had in a very long time in a video game.
Yeah, and just the banter between them, it just keeps you engaged. You know?
Yeah, anytime there are places where if you take like the fast warp travel later in the game, like there's so much extra dialogue that is world building.
Yeah,
that is really cool.
My favorite dialogue is when you're just taking a boat somewhere, and they're like, "So, hey, Dad, you got any stories?" And he tells the story of the tortoise and the hare, He's like,
That's
there
a good
was a
one.
tortoise and a hare. The tortoise was disciplined and won. And Trish is like, you're not very good at telling stories, are you?
The relationship between them is really interesting to watch.
It's
and
awesome. It really is. Makes you feel like you're connected to the character a lot more. And then all the other fucking weird characters that pop up. But no spoilers, because I got into some shit last
there are
night.
some that you haven't gotten to another like really good character that I really enjoy.
Because I've gotten into some shit where I'm like, okay, I don't know where we're going, but now I like it. Now I see where we're going. All right. What's this Frostpunk? I don't know what Frostpunk is.
Dude, Frostpunk's been actually a lot of fun, but it's still got some bugs. But Frostpunk it's from 11-bit. They're the guys who did this War of Mine.
Yeah.
If you saw any of that. Basically, Frostpunk it's a city builder, kind of like Banished, where it's one of those little tiny town builders that's hard as hell, pretty much. So the whole theme is it's like alternate universe 1880s, but the world gets hit by a massive fucking ice age. So you leave London and head north to find a place to like build a city based off this giant fucking steam generator. So you're trying to just make a little civilization to actually survive, but a lot of it is choice based to an extent, along with the city builder, where it's kind of cool how they've done a lot of it. So everything has like almost everything you do has effects to it, kind of. And you have to make like it forces you to make really shitty choices to survive pretty much.
I like that though. That's pretty cool.
Where like a lot of it is like, oh, you sent your workers out and they got frostbite and it's really bad and we can't do anything about it. So do you want to sign this bill in that will amputate them and they'll still live, but then be useless to you? Or do you just want to sign this bill that just kills them? Like there's a lot of shit like that where
is
it's
there any
like
combat? Like, is there any attacking? Any?
not really. It's still a city builder for the most like entirely. But like a lot, I mean, there's still like treks where you have to send people out on adventures and stuff like that to find extra shit for you or other people, because there's not really a birth mechanic or anything like that. Like there are children who can grow up, but there aren't new children. So your city is always diminishing. So it's a way to try to find other people. Like it's definitely kind of in a way on a ticking clock where the goal is almost how long can you survive? Because everything's trying to kill you.
Interesting.
In some way or another. But the visuals, it's fucking gorgeous. They've done a really great job with it. It looks absolutely beautiful. So for $30, I've been having a blast with it.
Yeah,
there are some little bugs with it though. And a lot of it's dealing with saving. And yeah, like it's got some bugs where sometimes it likes to crash when you try to save, which is beyond frustrating.
That's not good.
No,
that's not good.
But I think they can patch it out. So maybe wait until that gets patched out. But I mean, it's a game that's good enough that it's got like 90+%, like 94% approval rating on Steam, even with such a huge bug as it will lose your save. So that's kind of insane.
I'm trying to remember what this war. Oh, I remember this War of Mine. Oh, okay.
This War of Mine was also dark as fuck.
Yeah, but I did like the ambiance of that game a lot. More so than I actually like the game.
Yeah, no, and this one, I think they've done a better mix of those two.
Nice.
Where the ambiance is actually a little bit nicer just because the game's so fucking gorgeous. But everything you actually do is like definitely dark choices.
Yeah, there's just one thing here. It says like child injured in an accident. And it has some choices here. Limit child employment to relatively safe jobs. Let's ban child labor. Children should keep working wherever we assign them.
Oh yeah, no, there's different mechanics in it where basically you're trying to balance hope versus discontent. and how pissed off people are by your actions. And yeah, some of them are like, okay, how happy are you going to be? Can I conscript children as labor? Or are you guys too pissed off at me? And like a lot of things like that. But a lot of it's basically like, all right, should I choose the path that the guy's gonna be happy, you know, he's gonna still be able to live even though we're cutting his limb off and his family can come and visit him? Or should we just kill him because I don't have the food for this?
I love that. I love this type of fucking games.
And the actual city building's a lot of fun. Like there's enough resources and research mechanics to make it a lot of fun, and it's a long game actually.
Have you beaten
Because
it?
no, I mean I put 3 hours into it so far, and I'm still in the first tier of research, and there's like 5 or 6 tiers, and like a ton of places to actually scout out, and I've barely touched it in 3 hours. So yeah, no, it's definitely got quite a bit to do in it, and I'm excited to play it through and see what there actually is.
All right, go check it out. You can get it on Amazon. That's what they're recommending you get it at, actually.
I got it through Humble Bundle because got to give that charity dollar, yo.
All right, Red Dead. We didn't talk about Red Dead trailer. Have you guys seen it?
I didn't.
Sure.
You haven't watched the fucking Red Dead trailer? Both of you?
I have to.
What the fuck have you been doing, Doobie? While
I
we were
read
talking
about it.
tech?
I read about it. I heard it looks really good.
Go watch it right now while I talk about it.
No, it does look really good.
It looks awesome.
The turn of the century.
You do get a look at John Marston, so we know that John Marston shows up somewhere in this game. And,
I will say the world looks way better than the people in a lot of the things.
Yeah. Well, I think what this game is really going to showcase is like a new way that Rockstar is going to kind of go about the world. Because if you remember, like when Red Dead first came out, it was a complete departure from GTA, but it still felt like the same type of gameplay. Like it still felt like a Rockstar game. Where this one, it seems like it's almost like a completely different sort of gameplay experience, which I'm excited for. And then you see the shot here that's coming up. Let me see if maybe we missed it. But you see the city, and it looks like a gameplay shot, and the game just looks fucking phenomenal. I can't wait. So
it looks great. I'm having like a weird disconnect, a little bit though, and that's mostly just because like, dude, the world looks so much better than the models.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I kind of think so.
I think
I mean, the models look decent, but they're like the world looks amazing, and then the models are like, they're good.
Yeah, that's kind of like the GTA thing, though, you know, where it's like kind of cartoony looking, I guess is a better way to put it. But we were looking at the wrong trailer. We were looking at the second trailer. This is the new trailer that was released. So you can see here, like you get some gameplay spots, and it's just, oh my god, man, it looks so fucking fun. I can't wait. Red Dead was probably one of my favorite games when it got released. It doesn't age well, but I'm just so excited for this. So here you can see that city shot, and
okay, in the third trailer, the models look a little bit better.
yeah, it looks a little bit better. A little bit better.
It fits in better.
The faces are definitely pretty good.
The second trailer, they didn't fit in as good in the third as the third.
Yeah.
The third looks more cohesive.
And you can see they have some of that LA Noir facial technology where they have like a lot more emotion in the faces. Sure, some of it's CGI, but I guarantee you're going to see a lot of that in game. It's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be awesome. October 26, 2018, it's getting dropped. I'm so fucking hyped for this game. You have no idea.
Dude, it's going to be another good year for the PS4.
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking. So, I mean, you're going to have God of War. Detroit looks good. You're going to be able to probably play Red Dead the best on it.
Yep.
It's looking like another good year.
Yeah, Sony is just... I don't recommend anyone getting anything else other than a PS4.
You mean that whole buying a Microsoft Xbox for not feeling it anymore?
Dude, I will admit that I do play a lot of PUBG on it, but that's it. There's nothing else. Nothing else touches that fucking machine. Don't even get me fucking started on PUBG because I get so I don't know why I keep playing it because I'm so frustrated at everything about it.
Dude, you gotta start playing Fortnite, and then you can stream with Ninja and Little Yachty and say yeet a bunch.
I can't, dude. I can't play that game, man. Fortnite is just. You think PUBG is bad? Fortnite is on a whole nother level nowadays.
Oh, I know. With the building, it's cancer.
Dude, everything. Just the whole
Now
game
you
is
can
just
play as
pure
Thanos.
cancer.
Yeah, you can play as Thanos now.
I just can't do it anymore, dude. I can't.
Do you know, like, there's like it's almost gotten to the point where some like high level Fortnite is crazy. Because like I remember Fortnite being like the kids game, but like now how they've optimized the building where it's just like, no, the skill ceiling on this is fucking insane.
If you can't immediately build a house in 1 second and scale that house up 50 stories in like 2 seconds, then you don't even play it because it's all of the game is doing that. That's all of the game. Anyways, moving on. Nintendo Switch Online has been announced. DOOBIE, are you excited, man? Oh, a little sigh.
I don't know. On one hand, $20, great deal when you look at other services.
You thought it was gonna be free?
I mean, no. Here's my thing though. If I'm paying $20, I don't give a shit about NES games. I care about servers. I care about not crappy connections. Like, why am I paying you $20 if I'm still getting disconnected all the time?
So you think
I'm just nervous about it.
Yeah.
Because now I'm gonna be paying $20 but getting the same shitty service with free NES games. Ooh, NES games. And a smartphone app. Who doesn't love smartphone apps?
But do you know they're using the same servers and the same service?
What servers? It's been all peer-to-peer. That's why Splatoon was so bad. That's why Wii U had issues with Smash Brothers because
that's what I'm saying.
Tried playing more than one person. If you tried playing like a 4-player Smash online, you're limited to whoever has the worst connection.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Do you think they're going to do that same thing?
They haven't mentioned anything about servers. So until they mention specifically dedicated servers, I'm assuming we're paying for peer-to-peer.
Which, I mean, how are they going to implement their online service with Splatoon 2? Because it says it right here, right? Splatoon 2 already has their own online service that's built into the code of the game. So it doesn't really make much sense there. But we shall see, man. We shall see.
It really is just them meeting their competitors, but delaying it so long that people are used to the free online. I don't know. I gotta see. I mean, it depends on how Mario Ace is working, and definitely how Smash Brothers comes out, because this is coming with Smash Brothers. I'm convinced Smash Brothers is September, October at the latest release to coincide with the online platform.
I hope so.
I really hope there is a dedicated server for Smash, because Smash Online seems great on paper.
Dude, did you know there was a game called Sushi Striker: The Way of the Shushido?
I heard about it. I saw the trailer for it when they did the direct. It looks dumb. I don't give a shit about it.
I had no idea this game existed, but I love that name.
Yeah, it's a thing.
So, and does it have servers?
Probably not.
It will. So I will say, for $4 you could try it for 1 month, and if you don't like it, you're not that beat. You know what I mean? You're not that beat.
Yeah, I mean,
that's probably what
I am interested in seeing, like, are you gonna need to pay for the online service for Pokemon?
No, I wouldn't assume
we've
so.
never paid for Pokemon Online.
You're
Pokemon Online. You want to battle online? You're gonna have to pay $20.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
That's gonna be where they're gonna make their money.
Well, that's why they're doing this.
Of course.
I guarantee you they
want. And how are third parties gonna handle it? Are they gonna also Like, are they going to be able to offer their games with online without opting into the Nintendo service?
No, it's
Or
gonna be
you
just
gonna-
like PS4 and Xbox.
But
Do
for
you pay
1/3 of the price,
to do it
and
online,
1/3
or do you
of
pay
the satisfaction.
$20 for your old Game Boy little fucking cable?
And I know this is like crazy because Doobie, the Nintendo fanboy, is shit talking Nintendo. What is going on here?
It's
I'm
okay, dude.
not
I
happy.
should talk all of these online services because I'm in the glory PC master race where I don't have to pay for this,
No, because you already pay the cable company for that.
and you do too.
Exactly. Who else am I going to
And then
pay?
you pay Nintendo on top. Hey,
Hey, at least it's 1/3 of the price, I guess. Not really.
It's gonna be up to the
I need more
games.
information.
Third parties are gonna have to pay their own servers. That's just how it is with third
Yeah.
parties. They pay their own servers. That's on any platform.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see, like I said, I'm gonna need to see more information. If they start mentioning dedicated servers for $20, yeah, I'm in. $20, great deal if I'm getting dedicated servers. But if what I'm really paying for is NES titles
No, and
and a
saved
smartphone app,
save data cloud backup, which is huge.
which I think should be free
That-
for everyone.
I was gonna say, you mean that other thing I get for free through Steam?
You know, that thing that a lot of people whose Switches have broken over the last year could have really freaking used.
Yeah, or
Especially if you put
stolen.
100 hours in the Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, or stolen.
Or stolen. You could have really used that.
Yeah, we'll see. I
love Nintendo, but they're always behind the ball when it comes to online.
yeah, that's
the
why I
game
don't
is
have
great,
much expectations for this.
Yeah, I would have loved them to work with a third party on some of this stuff. Like if they had worked with Discord on doing like a voice app, not a voice app.
They will never do that. They will, and I'll tell you why.
That's
They
not their
are
MO.
beholden behind that family-friendly license, and
Mhm.
you see that they're trying to break out of that, especially with this newer dude hopping in here. So hopefully he's like, "Hey, let's get real online play in here. We're Nintendo. We can afford it. We made so much fucking money off the Switch. Give
I
us a
mean, I
shitload of
guess-
I
servers."
mean, we'll
I
see
guess
it
I
in
do
5
get
years
that.
because they're always 5 years behind the ball.
I do get Doobie's points though too, because this is also the first time you actually have to pay for it. So there is a little bit of an expectation that there should be something worth paying for if I have to pay for it all of a sudden. I haven't for 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that there sometimes is a double standard when it comes to Nintendo. Like PlayStation and Xbox have been charging $60 for years, and nobody says shit because they got used to it. That's just how it is. And Nintendo is free, and now they're meeting with their competitors by charging online. It's not as much, but everyone's giving Nintendo a ton of shit. And I understand because it's a double standard. It's Nintendo. They've always been free. We kind of expect it to always be free, even though the other competition has not done that.
I did not expect this to be free at all, but maybe that's because I'm not a big Nintendo fanboy.
It's the fanboys. I've heard enough of them complain about it. Why isn't it still free? It's like, dude, because we're in the time where
Well, I mean, I do.
it can't be free forever.
Well, I do get their complaints though, because it's one of those things where it's like, all right, if it's still the same feature set that we've always had,
And that's why
then,
I'm not a
I
fan
would be
of.
pissed off if I had to start paying for this thing I've always had.
I guarantee you, if they release a Switch Pro or whatever comes after the Switch, that's going to have online from day one. You got to pay for. They're not going to push it back like they did it for this one, like a year and a half.
Oh,
That's
no.
kind of the problem. Is you had a year and a half of a trial.
The Switch Pro will just be using these servers, which use the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, like whatever comes after, like that, whatever, like not like the updated, but whatever, like the new hardware completely is.
Dude,
I
they
don't
just
know,
need to
even
fucking
with
fix
the
Splatoon
revision
2.
problem. Yeah,
Just fix Splatoon 2. Give me matchmaking, real matchmaking. Let me. Oh my god.
it's.
gotta
I mean,
fix
I
that
will
shit.
say this: in 6 hours of play, getting kicked 3 times is still better than playing Dragon Ball Fighters for 6 hours and getting kicked 10 times.
I don't know what to tell you
And
there,
that has a
dude.
better netcode than a fight. I just.
I don't know what to tell you there, dude.
Play Counter-Strike, a $10 game that doesn't have these issues.
I know, right?
Just play a different game. That's Jerry's answer. Just play a different game.
Just play a better game.
This $10 PC game it works online perfectly.
I put in 6 hours of Splatoon on last Friday, and man, that game is still fun though.
I still play it all the time, man.
It's so good.
All right, and they're saying Virtual Console's not coming to Switch, mainly because we can see here that they're giving you these new NES.
So
Switch
there are two, I guess two or
I
three
think
ways
this is
to
cool
take
though.
this.
I think the NES online thing is cool. I do like that.
I'm getting me wrong. I think it's interesting.
I think you fanboys are just. Like
I don't
to complain.
think I'm going to be able to sit there and get hours of enjoyment out of playing such classics like golf,
tennis.
I will say Mario Brothers 3. That's actually kind of cool. That's one of the best Mario Brothers games, and I've never actually beat it, so I'm getting it for free. I'll have to play it and beat it.
And they got online Zelda.
Online Zelda's kind of cool, but like for me, no virtual console. And I got some people I've been talking to who are like, oh, they're just gonna name brand it under this thing, which is Nintendo Services or whatever, the Classic Collection. But they specifically said NES and SNES when they announced this. And since they did that, it's only been talking about NES. There's been no mention of SNES.
Oh, interesting.
Not to mention the like, I don't know what the profitability was, but they sold really well between the NES Mini, the SNES Mini. I'm almost tempted to say this E3, I'm calling it. I'm calling my shot. You're going to get an S64 Mini announcement.
Yep.
Because it's going to sell. It's going to sell. That's where your virtual console is now. An $80 box you buy and plug in. That's your virtual console.
Yeah, but
they're not going to put those games on the Switch because they're not going to cannibalize the sales of the minis.
Well, after they stop selling them, then they'll re-release them some way, probably through this thing. But this is free, so it doesn't really.
You got to remember the trickle of Wii U Virtual Console games and how slow and forever it took. It took them like I think over a year to put Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past on the Wii U Virtual Console. Nintendo really doesn't view the Virtual Console that highly.
I mean,
in their practice,
they probably shouldn't.
I don't know how much money it makes them. I really don't know what the sales in them are because those numbers aren't reported. So I don't know. I don't know if it may not actually be profitable for them to spend the hours and man hours and paying the team to put these games essentially into an emulator to run on the hardware. Like, because they have to do every game emulated. It's not like one emulator that you then load into. It's every game is its own emulator.
Which is what they should stop doing, to be honest, in my opinion. It's one of those things where it's like, I'd much rather have Nintendo be putting all of that manpower towards the next Zelda than, cool, I can re-buy A Link to the Past, this game I now have 4 copies of that I have beaten like 70 times in my life. I don't want you putting any fucking effort towards that. I'm going to be honest.
The only reason it would have been great for the Switch is, and this is what's going to happen. Like, the portability is great, but we're going to get a lot of the
Then give me a game that I actually want to play on it as portable. I don't want to play the same game I've been playing since I was fucking born.
Because with the Mega Man X
but
collection,
you are the wrong demographic for Nintendo then.
I know, but it's just one of those things where it's like, all right, dude, I've probably spent over 1,000 fucking hours in A Link to the Past. I can launch it up on like 3 different things around me right now.
Raspberry Pi.
Another 6 things to make it so I can keep playing this fucking game for the rest of my life.
I wouldn't be surprised given how we've got
Give me the new Zelda. Give me that new shit.
We've got Capcom doing the Street Fighter Collection, the Mega Man X Collection 1 and 2, the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. I wouldn't be surprised if like Nintendo just goes ahead and makes a Switch like game that's just the Zelda collection. And it's just all the Zelda games, like a bunch of Zelda games that you pay maybe $20 or $40 for.
I'm totally fine with the mini things. As much as I like a lot of those old games, I think that shitty fucking Atari little stick that you bought at Target for $10 ripoff is exactly where they belong.
I agree, actually.
Yeah. Like
make new games.
Or like this.
Focus on that.
Or for like a little side thing for free with a little extra online added to it. There you go.
I mean, I would love to see some SNES games.
I don't need a virtual console either.
Like, but you're saying you want that next Legend of Zelda. I guarantee you, given how they're gonna keep the open world format and all that stuff, they're already working on the new Zelda, and it's pretty much going to be like how Majora's Mask was.
I bet you they started working on it as soon as they started working on Breath of Wild.
Yeah. And like that's
because here's the engine they're going to use, and they're just going to reuse that engine, and just like how Majora's Mask was.
Yeah.
And it'll be out probably 2 or 3 years.
I'm okay with that because Majora's Mask was still good. Like I'm totally okay with that. Give me a new experience, not a Link to the Past. Again.
Right.
Again.
But like I said, you are the wrong demographic.
I know.
Nintendo lives on people
It's
who want to play Mario.
I want God of War 4, not God of War. All right.
It's nostalgia, man. The people that will buy they will buy Mario Brother. They will buy Super Mario World 18 times.
Yeah.
I want Elder Scrolls 6.
They'll complain about it, but they're still spending money.
All right, moving on. Diablo 2 fan remake and StarCraft 2 will get free public testing this Friday, May 11th. So if you're excited about this, which I
want
I'm
Diablo
excited.
4, not Diablo 2.
Oh, dude, I haven't played Diablo 2 in so long though that I do.
Oh man, dude,
I do
what
want
a
to play
story
Diablo
to follow up with.
2.
Because again, Diablo 2, fantastic fucking game. Another game I've put fucking thousands of hours in. I love it to pieces. Give me a new Diablo.
Dude,
not Diablo 2 remade in StarCraft 2.
They're trying to tap into your nostalgia, man. They want you to come back.
But wouldn't you love Diablo 3 if it came to the Switch?
No, I'd just play Path of Exile, the better version that's come out of it so far. Like I still do.
So you're getting Diablo 2 fan remake if you want to try it out. You could see some video footage here, but it's remade in StarCraft 2, which is interesting. It is.
I mean, it is cool that I do give a lot of credit to what Blizzard's done with those arcade modes in the StarCrafts, where they have like Warcraft 3, like that's why MOBAs are a thing. You know what I mean? Is because they have given you the tools to make cool shit. I just wish they would make cooler shit than remaking nostalgia.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's my big mood today.
We live in the age of nostalgia.
Dude, I'm with you, dude. Like I was saying before, I have gamer ADD, man. I want the new all the time. If it's not fun or if I'm already bored, I'm on to the next. There's so many games out there that I don't need to be stuck playing the same shit over and over again.
And I mean, dude, I even get it because
Except
I am
for
one
fucking PUBG. For some fucking reason, I can't stop playing it.
I mean, time dump.
Because I do get the nostalgia shit, you know? I still have a Commodore 64 monitor. Like, I still like buying old shit that has absolutely no value. But that's not where I want people's, development focus to be. That's for me to go spend a Saturday spending $40 to relive this stupid piece of nostalgia. Not you to spend 3 years making it so I can do it again.
Yeah, there's some, I'll say there's some difference between nostalgia and where porting comes in, because the numbers are out there where that the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze game, it's like on pace to outsell the Wii U version because nobody played it on the Wii U. So it's one of those things where we're porting the best games from this shitty system because now we have an install base that'll buy it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You know, I would have if there's like Shovel Knight coming to Switch.
I've bought Shovel Knight twice.
You know, I've never played it before.
Not going to.
I've never played
That's
it before.
my problem. I've already beaten it, dude. I don't need to beat it again on a new system.
No, well, what I'm saying is I haven't played it. So for someone like me, I'm happy that they fucking put
Yeah,
it
no,
over.
that'll be great for you.
Well, the first time I bought it, I didn't get the DLC, all the DLC with it. I just bought the base game.
Spectre Knight?
Bought it.
I still
Dude,
need to beat
Spectre Knight's great. The Plague Knight's fantastic, and I'm ready for King Knight. I do love that they're still getting so much mileage out of that game, but with original play.
All right, let's wrap this up. I don't even want to talk about this next story because it's Square Enix presentation is on Monday, June 11th.
I'm just saying,
There's a bunch of E3 shit coming out, and we'll find out more about the E3 show. There we go. We did it. Cool. Yay. Woo.
Away.
All right, thanks all for listening. There was a short one, half an hour. Maybe we should do more short shows Just give me the fucking juicy bits. We're putting it in the show. Half an hour. If we can get this whole block of shows done in an hour, I'll be happy. But thank you all for listening. Make sure you hit us up, No Life Digital, down below. And if you want a longer show, the tech portion is a lot longer, so you can catch that tomorrow. But we'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.
Love you, TB.